Thank you very much to all of you to attend. So we start this 16 education seminar, European Real Estate Society education seminar, this time organized with the International Real Estate Society. The word is for our president, the European Real Estate Society president, Ingrid Napi. Ingrid?
Thank you, Paloma. Hello again. So my name is Ingrid Napi. I am the president of European Real Estate Society for this academic year. For those of you who don't know me, I am currently a professor in management and real estate studies at ESSEC Business School in Paris, in France, and where I hold the chair of real estate studies and sustainable development and the chair of workplace management. As the president of ERES, as well as an academic and professor of real estate studies teaching for 30 years now, I am very pleased to welcome you in this education seminar organized since 2005. At the time it was in Alicante. In 2007, I had the great pleasure to host myself the event in Cergy-Pontoise, close to Paris. And I hope that some of you who attended it will remember the delightful evening dinner we had at the castle of Auvers-sur-Oise, a city which is known to all art lovers as the city of Van Gogh, famous works such as the church in Auvers-sur-Oise. These upcoming 2 days, we will hold the 16th ERES education seminar, which will be very different from the ones we experienced before, not only because of the necessities linked to the COVID pandemic, which keep us from meeting in person, but also, as Paloma said, because this year's summit will be the first at a global scale. Indeed, we have organized it and opened it to other sister societies, and we have 138 registered, which convert this education seminar in the largest one in real estate. All attendants are from all over the world. It's a wonderful example of true globalization. We are very happy as European members to host this first truly global event. Thank you, Paloma, and to Iman for their support and to have organized this online seminar. I think the idea is really added value. And I hope that after this COVID crisis, we can manage new editions on a mixed format, remote and presential, in order to provide and share global education experience. Thank you again for your participation in this event. Please enjoy. And I hope to see you in person at the next conference or seminar. Let's hope we can all travel again and see each other in person this incoming new year. Enjoy your day. I am sorry I have to leave you. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Ingrid.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Ingrid. Let's me introduce you, François Birouli, who is the International Real Estate Society president, next president. François?
Good morning, everyone. I hope you can all hear me. I am on the session from Cape Town in South Africa. I'm also here on behalf of Joseph Oy, who unfortunately couldn't make it, but he asked me just to say a few words on behalf, and of course, on behalf of our sister societies as well. I'm going to keep it short, but I think that this really shows again the opportunity of technology of bringing so many of us to one place. It would have been impossible for many of us to have attended this particular seminar. We all agree that it's been a difficult year. We will end many of our academics years. Has it been a success or not? Maybe we'll have achieved the marks, but did we get across what we normally get across? And I suppose that's a discussion that we will want to have. And I suppose as we look at this seminar, we are also looking at the academics. Different academics have experienced this period very, very differently. And again, also as a member of the African Real Estate Society, we're fully aware that many of our students across the continent don't have the technologies to get along. They were left out. We slammed the door on many students across the world in this particular process. And so I suppose the question which I think will be interesting to discuss is, how have we dealt with the togetherness that happens in the academic environment, the community of learnings? How did we manage to keep that together? And I suppose we also have to ask ourselves, what has happened to research? As ERES, we cancelled most of the conferences of the sister society didn't take place. And so, yes, I suppose what will be interesting over the next 2 days is to discuss the teaching and learning, the research. We've had successes. We've had our PhD symposium, which worked very well. Once again, we were able to bring students from across the world together. But I think it still leads us to, maybe we're looking at things differently. We had a past dependency. We believed that the way we taught was the only way, but I think we learned this year that there are other opportunities. But I think it also leads to how we define education across the globe, how we interact with each other, who have we left behind in this process. But the connections are there, and certainly as an ERES, we are seeing new ways of interacting globally from an academic perspective, and the new ways of opening those opportunities. And finally, I'd like to thank the entire ERES team for putting this together. I think we're all aware of the time and effort that goes into these sort of occasions. So a great thank you. And on behalf of the International Real Estate, the ERES community, we look forward to being part of this over the next 2 days. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Francois. This is a very, very global activity, that's true. Meanwhile, Eamon is entering the session. Let me tell you some things. Eamon is the brain that defined this seminar. So he's a key person who initially decided how to do that, and I'm only helping to him. So he is who was expected to introduce our goals and the new view of the education seminar. And I want, from my part, say thanks very much to all the registered people. So I have to say that we have received a very huge response from all over the world. All our colleagues in the different sister societies immediately support us when we share the idea. And this is great. This is great to see how the real estate community is a worldwide based. So this is from my part. Thanks. If Eamon is online, he could say something more. I don't want to repeat what he's going to say. I have to give a very, very short summary about the education seminar. It was also Eamon idea, I have to say, and I organized in 2005. And from that idea, people recognize the need to create a framework or an environment to discuss about education issues in real estate. Real estate is very specific, you know, in terms of teaching, in terms of research as well, but the teaching is a bit different than in other fields, and our special requirement and the general situation at that moment was very important. I remember that 2005 was when European Union was adopting the Bologna process. Do you remember the Bologna process? In order to commonly design same university degrees all across European Union was a very, very big challenge. 15 years later or 16 years later, we see that like a step we have to follow. But at that moment, the education seminar was very important. Because make close each other, different universities in Europe, and the share of ideas allow us to adapt in the similar way our teaching and exchange experiences and materials and content. So it was very important. Now we face another completely different challenge, which is the how to reach our students, not physically. And this is the main topic this year, right? Tell others our experiences, how we have done, and learn each other in order to not homogenize, but learn from other experiences to do better things. So, Education Seminar is playing the same role or similar role 15 years later. And the strong idea is approaching 134 people all over the world. So we think that we are in the correct way. And I have to thank to Eamon to see the future, because Eamon see clearly what we have to do. Eamon, we are waiting for you.
Welcome everybody to the seminar. Hopefully we have a very productive 2 days and the technology continues to work, and that we managed to get some interesting discussions going on the situation we've all found ourselves in this year. I think we've got lots of experiences to share in terms of things that have worked and things that haven't worked in terms of our delivery of teaching and learning.
You have 5 minutes more if you want to do a long introduction.
Thank you.
So then thank you very much, Eamon.